Hello. Hello. Hello everyone, I'm back. I'm back. And today is the 17th day, which is oh no, they haven't transported it still. RIP. Alright. So we'll try to stay calm. See what we can do. Alright. But yesterday, I think it was yesterday, Albion, Robin again with this new hairstyle, dropped a developer update regarding the next patch for Albion Online, and there's one specific thing that I actually found really interesting. Really interesting. Frostdale, what's up? And that is the production bonus. And if you are watching the video version of this live stream, maybe scroll down to like 15 minutes and we'll talk about the daily production bonus more and what I think is going to be the effect of this change, because it is definitely interesting enough to make me worry a little bit. Not worry is not really the right word. It is definitely going to be interesting to see how they would implement the production bonus, because if it's going to be global, meaning like every city will get that production bonus, or it's going to be only a specific city. So like say for example, maybe they up the production bonus for blocks in Bridgewatch plus 10%. And the thing is it going to be plus 10% here or plus 10% resource return rate? I'm betting it's going to be plus 10% here, because plus 10 resource return rate is just too high. They haven't ripped, bro. They haven't transported it yet. Alright, it's all good. It's all good. Don't panic. We're good. What up, Crypt Heart? But yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting to see how they would implement that. And it's just going to be really chaotic the probably first week of the implementation of that bonus. It's going to be hella chaotic, and it would either benefit us, like the ones who refine regularly and gather regularly. It would either benefit us tremendously, or it would just cripple some of the methods that I've created specifically for refining. But what I'm really proud of is that the calculator that I made is going to fit this update really well. There isn't going to be any issues with the calculator, which I'm really excited about, because I designed that calculator specifically to sort of withstand some of the changes that they may implement in terms of resource return rate. So I am definitely lacking something here. I placed a major bet on myself last night on this 187 right here. It's all good. We're good. Ooh, we don't have any leather anymore. I think I have some leather. I'm planning to invest in solo static build while waiting for my sell orders. Yeah, that's good. Since I can't reinvest if the items are not sold yet. That's true. Yeah, you definitely need to have some sort of extra activity. I would say like normal activity. Definitely need some normal activities when you're doing this method. I actually did this on the side when I first started. Every time, you know, my guildmates are asleep or maybe they're doing something or waiting for them to be available for a group activity, that is when I did this method like 2 years ago. Yeah, we'll talk about supply and demand, which is going to be key. It's definitely going to be key when we're going to talk about the daily production bonuses that are coming to Albion Online. Very, very interesting. I'm excited. I am really excited about the change, but not gonna lie, it's making me a little anxious because there is one scenario in my head. There's one scenario in my head that would probably destroy my money making method. I'm not saying it's going to destroy, make it like not usable anymore, but it would just put so much strain on the money making method, too much uncertainty that it would sort of cripple the method. But I know I can adapt. I can adapt to any changes that they may throw at us. So I'm just selling right now to Caerleon, just refilling the buy orders. After this, I'll figure out. Oh no, my mammoth is immersed. We'll get some buy orders. I'll show you. Recently, my buy orders have been getting filled faster, which I'm not sure how to feel about that. I know I should be happy. I know that, but when your buy orders are getting filled that quickly, it means that maybe there's less demand for raw materials, which can be good, but it can also translate to less demand in refined resources. All right. Bars. Ooh, interesting. Very, very interesting. Don't have bars anymore too. So yeah, don't have bars anymore. Philippines #1. What are your thoughts on the next update for Albion Online? Specifically, I know you guys have there are a lot of changes coming to Albion Online, but I want to specifically talk about the daily production bonus. What do you guys think it will be like when it launches? What do you think will be the changes that will come to Albion Online with those specific changes? And yeah, just in general, what are your thoughts? Are you excited? Are you worried? Are you in between? Do you like the possibility of that update, or do you just dread? How much do you sell to not flood the market? Good question. Very good question there. So for me, I only carry up to 129% of my mount's capacity for every go. So I don't really flood the market. So that is around 10 stacks of tier 4 and 15 stacks of tier 5. That's usually my ratio. And I'm not going to keep any secrets from you guys if you guys want to ask me specifics. Except the calculator though. That is that is a business secret. What do you call a business secret? As a company secret. You want to join the guild? Iyagi. What is Iyagi? Oh, it's Arch 2. Interesting. Alright, so I saw an opportunity there to actually sell all of the bars. At this point, really, I just want to sell more rather than wait for the market to increase in price or wait for the items to increase in price. I really just want to like sell in bulk. The black market can't handle the changes. Very interesting point there, because I thought about that as well. There is definitely going to be a spike in supply in the black market, and if they don't change anything in the black market, like if they don't change how much it wants to buy, it will definitely crash some of the items. But the thing is, if you look at the sort of like the screenshots that they showed in that update or in that update video, it looks like it's going to be like 24 hours. So there's only going to be 24 hours for that specific bonus, because it's called daily, right? It's called daily production bonus, and it will depend heavily on how the bonuses will be applied. So if it's going to be specifically in one city, the power will definitely go to the owners of the plot. So let's say there's a price, or there's a spike in bonuses. Let's say let's go to Martlot. Let's say in Martlot, they decided to increase the hide bonus by 10%. So the owners of the plots then will either maintain their current price and see how the people react, or they can hike their prices up to take advantage of the higher demand, or they could just compete. They could compete against each other to take advantage of all of the demand. They could just bring down their prices, their usage fee. So make sure that you have an associates. You are getting the associate fee, and you are an associate in some of these plots, basically all of these plots. Check the description below. Join Crafters Work Hard. Secure your spots for associates, because once the update goes live, we basically don't know what will happen. We can't speculate on what will happen, what can happen, but you don't really know. It's going to be player driven, definitely, and I'm very excited to see how this all plays out. Let me just adjust my camera just so you can see my beautiful hair. There. Yep. Doesn't seem right, but there. Okay. So yeah, and also if, say for example, hide gets a production bonus, so there is going to be a demand for raw resources for hide. and there is going to be a surplus in supplies for leather. Now, one of the other things that I think the developers need to consider, or basically they don't need to consider, it's just in my head, is that if there is a surplus in the supply of leathers, because if you looked at the update video, they actually had two specific items that will increase in production bonus. So let's say they partnered it with like higher production of leather, higher production of bonus for leather, and maybe higher production bonus for leather gears, something like that. That will definitely balance. There will be a spike in demand for rawhide, excess supply for leather, but that excess supply can then be used for the higher demand for leather to craft leather armor gears, something like that. But if they just throw in random things, like let's say they will increase the production bonus for planks and then food, so like really it doesn't really connect planks and foods, that will increase the prices for raw resources, for basically logs, raw logs or logs. That will increase the price for logs and decrease the price for planks. Like, it will basically destroy the planks if that is the case. If that is the case, that can be an advantage as well. Like, if the prices of planks go down, the regular crafters, even though there isn't any production bonus for specific items that they craft, would be enticed to buy more refined materials to save for the next production bonus, which is going to be interesting. It's definitely going to change some of the dynamics in the game, which I'm really excited. But I'm just worried that some players may think that they're taking advantage of something, but in reality they're getting they're going to be bamboozled, because it's going to be daily bonuses. So it will only last for 24 hours and the hype will die down right away. Which I hope you guys are not going to be the ones who are going to lose money in this update. I really hope you guys are I mean, you've been watching the stream, so I know you guys are smart enough to use the calculators before you actually even do anything. So yeah, use the calculators before you do anything. That calculator, based on what we saw on the update yesterday, will still work because I have made it foolproof, I would say. Let's just look at the calculator. This is the calculator that I'm talking about. If you guys don't know yet already, go to BernStoneTV.com, click on the calculator, and click the ads as well if you want to support the stream. Okay, so this specific calculator, this can be in jeopardy, but I already have an idea on what to do if that happens. I already have an idea, and I already have a fix if one of the scenarios in my head happens. But these calculators right here, like the single RRC, gear crafting calculator, potion calculator, food calculator, these are all foolproof when the daily production bonus comes. Why? Because you can manually input a resource return rate. So let's say, for example, the normal resource return rate for gear crafting in bonus city with a bonus is 24.8 without focus. And for example, let's say they upped it to plus 10%. So easily you can just go edit this, go 34, and you're set. That's basically it. You're set. You don't have to worry about the update, updating the resource return rate. It will be as easy as that. It will be as easy as that. You got overwhelmed from the dev talk? Don't, man. Let's just react. Let's react to whatever the devs have planned. I'm pretty sure the market will adjust. It is going to be chaotic. I'm not gonna lie. It is going to be really chaotic, especially in the first week. Like everyone trying to figure out what to do, everyone trying to figure out like what to sell, what to craft. Even the owners, I bet, is going to scramble to take advantage of the daily production bonuses. It's definitely interesting. Cody, welcome to the stream. King Red, welcome. ACGC, I know you're one of my guildmates for sure. Phoenix, what's up, buddy? How are you guys doing? Raymark says, before there's a fame week, it's the same effect with the market. Yeah. Just, it's a basic supply and demand thingamabob. It's supply and demand basically. Higher supply or higher demand with the market trying to cope with the demand. There's less supply. The market will definitely react, and we just have to react along with it. We don't need to panic. And whenever you're sort of like panicking, remember, you can always message me. I will reply as soon as I can. Yeah, I will reply as soon as I can. Maybe try to calm your nerves. If you have, let's say, if you see an opportunity and you want to maybe confirm with me if it's good or not, like, let me know. Send me a message. I will reply as soon as I can. All right, let's delete all of that. But the chaos, man, I'm excited about the chaos. I don't know why, but I'm excited about the chaos that it will bring. I'm pretty sure if you guys are doing the method, I mean the same method as me, where we are constantly refining, constantly selling to the market, we have an advantage. We have an advantage, I feel like, because we will have those resources already available to us, and we will have those resources. Hopefully, we have stored some refined resources. And if there is an opportunity, if let's say the prices of blocks in Bridgewatch suddenly shoots up, or maybe somewhere else, let's say leather in Limhurst suddenly shoots up because of the production bonus of leather armor. Let's say here in this area there is leather helmet and leather shoes. For example, leather shoes and leather helmets gets a boost in production bonus. So there will be a demand in Limhurst for leather. Hopefully you already have some leather lying around, and we can just basically direct sell to the market. This coming update will affect the market because of easy transport back from Black Zone to Royals. Resources, the price will drop for sure. Resources. So there is Raymark is referring to one of the updates or one of the videos, part of the video that was shown by the developers, where you're in the Black Zone, there's going to be like a market in the Black Zone. So I'm assuming there isn't going to be this anymore, or there is going to be another map, probably not visible in the Black Zone, but there's going to be a centralized map. So instead of like a Conqueror's Hall and then Black Zone right away, I'm assuming there is going to be Conqueror's Hall, Black Zone City, and then the portals. So what he's talking about is, there was a video where I think the player was like in the black zone. He basically teleported from the black zone to this black zone city. So I'm assuming that is going to be exclusively for like one map, or you're within the map. You can transport to the city. So like, for example, you're in Portal East, you can travel automatically to the city, to the black zone city. I don't think it will be like you're in the middle of the black zone and you just want to travel directly to the city. I don't think that will be the case. I may be wrong. These are all speculations, but I don't think that would be the case because, as you said, it will definitely crash the market. Like, it will crash the market significantly. It's basically like a new game now if that happens. If you can transport from like in the middle of the black zone directly to the black zone city. I don't think that will be the case. I think the case will be you're here, you have like you're in the zone and you can teleport right away to the city. So if you're like one zone away, two zones away, I don't think it will work like that. Because that would just destroy the marketplace. That will basically destroy all of the markets. But at the same time, if that was the case, the only thing that it will affect, or the major thing that it will affect, would be the prices of raw resources. If it affects the prices of raw resources, obviously there is going to be an effect to the refined resources, but it will just balance things out. Is it good to store resources days before the update? Yeah, I will. Like, I will store a lot of resources for the update. It is a gamble. It is a gamble though, because the prices may drop. Like, the prices of refined resources may drop. So if you don't want to maybe risk your profit, sell right away. But for me, I am in a position, luckily in a position where I can risk like a handful of millions of silver, handful of resources to actually hopefully take advantage of the update. But don't worry guys, you have the calculator. You have the calculator. You have free access to the calculator. And if you don't know what the calculator is yet, go to BernStoneTV.com, click on the calculator. It'll be golden. Do you think there is enough demand to sell tier 3 refined, or should I just refine it to tier 4, tier 5? There is a lot of demand for tier 3 actually. There is a lot of demand for tier 3, believe it or not. Although tier 4 in terms of like pure demand has more demand than tier 3. But there is still a market for tier 3. But if you see an opportunity to sell tier 4, go for it. Use the calculator. Use this specific calculator if you want to like do everything. But if you just want to do a specific resource, just do this. Let me show you one thing. I don't know if it's basically a deconstructed table RRC. Let me show you after I get these resources. If you don't want to go around the city, but if you want to see if there's going to be some profit for you for that specific resource, let me show you. So the resource refining calculator, this is a table. This is what I call a table RRC, which basically does all of the calculation for you. You just need to input these prices. So I'll show you what is the most profitable for the day, where to buy raw resources, where to sell. But if you just want to see if a resource is going to be profitable for you, use this. So You can just do raw, refined, blah blah blah. But what if you want to craft from tier 2 to tier 4? So you just go tier 2 here. Alright, you only need raw. You only need one raw. Alright. And then put one here. You'll get the total cost. So the total cost for the refined, you'll go copy that. That'll be the refined resource. Let's say this is correct. So let's go tier 3. You go tier 4 here. And the price of the refined is going to be the total cost for this. Right? Alright. And let's say the raw resource is 172. And they're all 36.7. So you basically will get an estimated percentage profit. Obviously, they say is 450. You get an estimated profit right here by manually doing tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, which is basically what this calculator does. It's just, it does it for everything. But if you want to do it manually, it's a deconstructed table RRC, you can definitely do that. I tried tier 3 leather and it's not give me a good money. Okay. What tier 3 fiber? Tier 3 fiber, where did you buy the raw resources? Where did you refine? And where did you sell? Because I was surprised. There was one user on the Discord channel, my Discord channel, who was asking about specifics of the money making method, and what he did was I think he bought ore somewhere between Thetford and Fort Sterling, or between those two of those, and he wanted to craft them into bars, and he crafted them in Fort Sterling, and he said he lost money, which is going to be the case. So there is a specific resource for every city, and if you don't know the resource yet, like the high resource return rate, go to the minimap of the city, open the minimap. On the top right corner, click the drop down arrow, and you will see here for resources it says wood. So the only thing that you want to refine in Fort Sterling is wood, or that's logs. Nothing else, literally nothing else for resources. You only want to refine wood here, or logs. Similarly, Limhurst, do the same, only fiber. So if you refine the fiber anywhere else than Limhurst, you're pretty much screwed. Even if you're using Focus, the usage fees in other cities is just bonkers, and it is not worth it at all. Yeah, I think it will. If not, it will be very safe, and it's going to wrong against the game. It is going too wrong against the game. I feel that too, because one of the things that make the game, the Albion Online game, great, and and how the player-driven economy works is that we get to transport stuff manually. So if you give players an opportunity to transport for free resources from the black zone to the safe zone, yeah, I agree. It would break the player-driven economy. Refox says, if you pick up an item from a storage chest, bank, marketplace, or receive items from another player outside of the city hideout, the ability to teleport is lost until you enter a city or a hideout. Did they say that specifically? Like those specific words? Because if that's the case, then we don't have anything to worry about, really. It's just going to be easier for players to just go back to the city. That's it. Very interesting though. Very, very interesting. Hopefully that is the case. Refox. Okay, one of the things that I recently learned, and I'm sort of sort of ashamed about this. Okay, so you know that on PC, to transfer resource or any item from your inventory to a bank or in bank to bank, you click on Alt and left click, right? Alt and left click will put it at the bottom. So let's do it again. Alt, I'm pressing Alt on my keyboard. Left click, it will just put it there, right? Alt, left click, Alt, left click. There is a difference between Alt and Shift. So when you're just transferring, Alt is good. Alt is good. But when you are, say, you just need a full stack here. See here? I just need a full stack. Instead of clicking Alt, left click, and then just maybe stacking them, or maybe just getting the full stack, what you can do is press Shift and left click, and it would actually fill the stack and leave the remaining here. So let's do that again. Let's say this. You just want to fill a stack. You don't want to do this, or you mistakenly got this instead of this. Instead of dragging it all the way here, you can just press Shift and left click, and it will just fill up to 1,000. I know it's a simple thing, but that is actually going to be beneficial if you're doing like Avalonian dungeons, because for Avalonian dungeons we would always run out of space, like always, for loots, specifically for like runes, trinkets, blah blah blah. It would actually get annoying sometimes to get a loot, stack, sort, get loot, stack, sort. But if you just click on Shift, it will just stack it on top of whatever it is, whatever is available. It's a simple thing, I know. It's maybe some of you don't know it yet. So I didn't know it. I recently just found out there's a difference between Alt and Shift. How do I get into crafting or refining without large sums of money? Inferno, good question. I want you to go to BernStoneTV.com, Inferno. Go to BernStoneTV.com, click on Money Making Guides. Money Making Guides, alright? Not basics, guides. Money Making Guides. Scroll down, it's going to be the third and fourth now. Third and fourth video. Look at it right here. I started with a tier 5 ox with 200k. Now I have a mammoth over hundreds of millions. I made billions of silver. I mean, billion silver. More than a billion silver using this method. Watch this third and fourth video. And then click on the calculator over here. You will be redirected to this calculator. It's free. It's all for free at BernStoneTV.com. And if you have questions, like you are not sure where to refine, what to refine, where to sell, and all of that, send me a message. Send me a message on Discord. I will reply to you as soon as I can. As soon as I can, I will reply to you, and I'll go into like details if you need more details. I'll even discuss with you all of the secrets that I have, because I want to share this money-making method to all of the players that I can share it with. Because sharing is caring, guys. Don't be a dick. Don't scam people. Just don't scam people. Be generous, be kind. I know other players would like to keep it to themselves, because obviously if a lot of players do the same method, the profit will go down That's always been the case. But I trust this method so much that I've been sharing this for 2 years and I'm still doing it. I'm still getting great profit out of it. So if I did not share it, obviously I will get more silver in the game a lot faster. But that's not really my goal. Like, I can have all of the silver in the world, but if I'm not helping anyone, it's really worthless. It is really worthless. So I want to share my methods with you, and if you have any questions, yeah, feel free to send me a Discord message. I'll be more than happy to assist you with your money making methods. And if you want to know a specific money making method and you want to keep it to yourself, use the calculators, man. Use the calculators. Click on the tutorial here, how to use the calculators. Watch the tutorial to see how to use, or to know how to use the calculator. Try to find a specific item or set of items that is not yet known to all players. You know, milk it as long as you want without sharing it to other players. If that's how you roll, it's completely fine. Use the calculators to know what is profitable. Let's see. I bought in Bridgewatch, refined in Limhurst, sell in Limhurst and Bridgewatch. Okay, so one of the things that you made a mistake there is you don't sell where you crafted. So let's say you said you bought in Bridgewatch, is for Phoenix. You bought the raw resources in Bridgewatch, which is, you know, okay. Sometimes there is low resources here. That's fine. You refined in Limhurst, which is good, really good. You refined in Limhurst, but you sold some in Limhurst too. So I would have rather, if that was me, I would rather sell all of it in Bridgewatch, because you did say you sold in Lim and Bridgewatch. I would have rather sold it all to Bridgewatch, because the worst thing that you can do is refine in Limhurst and sell in Limhurst, because of the high resource return rate for fiber here, for basically cloth. There's high demand in cloth here. So that may be one of the worst things that you could have done, refine in Limhurst and sell in Limhurst, because of just the supply and demand thing. There's a lot of supply there, so meaning the prices are down and there is not much demand there as well. So it would have been better if you transported everything to Bridgewatch. Idea popping in my mind. What if buy all the ore in the market and change the calculator with the price? Change the calculator that I want and lie about the other prices, which will make players think the cheapest is mine. Buy all the ore in the market, change the calculator with the price. I don't really get since other players are since other players are too lazy to put in the prices. That could be that's a dick move, but you know, that could be the case as well. But as I advise all of the players, just please update the calculator first before you do the method, because yeah, that could be true. Like, all of these can be misleading. So, but if you do it on your own, you should be fine. Yeah, easy black zone crafting for Arch, right? Yeah, I saw a hideout yesterday, an Arch hideout that we had access to. Basically, they have like 65 plus resource return rate, which is insane. 65 plus, or additional 65%. truly insane. You know what would be insane? If I cannot fit all of this. That would be insane. Alright, that should be good enough. Ooh, something's being sold. Blocks. Blanks? I don't have blanks anymore. Rip. Rip. I don't have blanks anymore. So I don't want to... Okay, I have a solution. Hey Bern, I'm trying to do your method, but I'm having problems getting big amount of resources so that I can actually make good profit for my time. What do you mean having trouble getting resources? Like buy orders? Because lately, I know this is a lot, but lately I've been getting my resources a lot faster than normal. Like a lot faster. So let's try to figure out why you're not getting those buy orders, if I'm assuming correctly. How long did it take you to get to 100 mil? Okay. How long did it take me to get to 100 mil? I would say probably 2 months. 2 months. I mean, in the beginning, right? Like this, I already have like 220 million profit, but it's a group activity. So for me, solo, how much or how long did it take for me to actually get 100 mil? 2 months. Took me 2 months. It took me a month to get 40 mil on my tier 8 ox. Doing this method, this method specifically gave me 40 mil in 1 month. Just transporting all around the city with a tier 8 ox. And then after that, I got my 40 mil. I bought a mammoth because mammoths then were just 40 mil. And I used my mammoth, did the same method, and I basically got 100 mil in 2 months. Payel, what's up, buddy? There one I think so bad is that when I take items from the shop, it's so slow. It will take like 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Oh, really? So cute. I'm assuming you're in the Philippines then, or maybe, you know, in Australia or something. Oh, Iran. Okay. Yeah, this is ping based. When I first came here in Canada, I thought this was an update. I thought this was like a quality of life update, wherein when you take all, it would just take everything so fast. I found out that it was because of ping. Because in the Philippines, we had like 270, 280 ping. So this would actually like take a lot longer. This would take a lot longer for me to get all of the items, which is insane. To be honest, it was insane. But yeah, it's ping based. Unfortunately, there is nothing we can do about that unless you move to another country closer to the server. Your whole body is aching, Payel. What happened, buddy? I hope you're doing fine, dude. Relax. Hopefully your day is done. Play some Albion online. Get in VCs with your guildmates. Relax a little bit. Your ping is 200? Yeah, that's better than in the Philippines, but yeah, that's really not great when it comes to ping. BernStone will be the Mr. Beast of Albion. Dude, that is the goal, honestly. I think I talked about this in the past to Crypt. Yeah, that's the goal. That's basically the goal. That's the reason why I have these like scavenger hunts, these giveaways, these silver giveaways, blah blah blah. That's basically the plan. To be the Mr. Beast of Albion Online. Would you transport materials to two cities like Port Sterling to Mortlock? Yeah, that's basically what I did. That's basically what I did, man. Because most of the time, like the best or the highest percentage profit that you can get is like two cities away. That's what I used to say in the past when the calculator wasn't free. What I would say is like, buy 2 maps away. Okay, so for example, you want to find, let's just say, okay, we're in Limers, so let's say fiber, cloth. My suggestion was, because the calculator wasn't free back then, my suggestion was buy either in Thetford or in Martlock, travel them all the way to Limhurst, refine them in Limhurst, and travel all the way back either to Martlock or Thetford to sell them. So like 2 cities away. It's usually, that was my suggestion back in the day, because the calculator wasn't really free. But now that the calculator is free, like update this calculator. I also update this maybe once a day. So if you want to get notified when I update the calculator, just get the calculator role on my Discord channel. Join my Discord channel. Get the calculator role. Ask for the calculator role. I'll give it to you. And whenever I update the calculator, I will you will get updated. So yeah, hopefully that helped. So right now, I haven't done any refining yet. Just been talking. It does take me a while, actually, with all of these buy orders, man. You would be surprised. You would be surprised. Sometimes it takes me a good 30, 40, 50 minutes to actually get all of my buy orders from all of the cities. It's insane. Like, placing buy orders, being strategic with my buy orders sometimes takes me around, I would say, like 20 minutes. If I'm like being really strategic, like trying to maximize my profit, it takes me around 20 minutes to place all of the buy orders. But taking the buy orders after like a couple of hours takes me around 30-40 minutes, man. And that's with the mammoth too. Imagine if I only had like a tier 8 ox. That'll be torture. Imagine leaving your country to get a better ping to take all in Albion. You're like so rich. You're so rich in real life and be like, my ping is so bad. Let me move to another country. And get better ping. So to those who are just joining us, if you don't know, we have a free calculator at BernStoneTV.com. Click the first link in the description, or go to BernStoneTV.com, click on the calculator, and get access to the free calculators here to help you with your money-making thingamabobs. You also have a single RRC, we have a gear crafting calculator, we have the potion calculator, we also have the food calculator, and in the coming days, I'll be updating it to add a butcher calculator. 2 butcher calculators, actually. One for single butcher calculator, and another for a table butcher calculator, which will make sense. Once I update the calculator. Right now, to you, like the single butcher calculator doesn't make sense. Doesn't even make sense if you're just listening to it. Like the table butcher calculator doesn't really make sense. But I promise it will all make sense once that calculator is up. I actually already have the calculator on my Excel sheet, but I wanted to create a video about it to announce the thingamabob. Alright, we're selling thick leather. I don't have any leather anymore. Do have bars. Business has been booming in Caroleon, man. Okay. Do you have buy orders and starter zones in crosses? No, I don't. Okay, so this is for Mark. The starter zones, if you don't know, are these like step cross. Let me actually just open it up. It's basically a small city. Buy orders here. It can be worth it, but not really. Even for like low tiers, the surrounding city is basically just tier 3. It's a lot better to just buy it in Bridgewatch. I don't see any benefits of placing buy orders there. Plus, if you do that, you'll have to cross 2 maps, or actually just cross 1 map to go here to get your buy orders. Yeah, I don't see the benefit in that though. Alright, cute. Thank you for joining us. And if you have any questions, questions at all about money making, leave it in the comment section or send me a Discord chat. That goes to everyone as well. If you have any questions, ask me now or send me a Discord message, and I'll help you with your money making methods. I'll share all of my secrets. And if you want to get started though, go to BernStoneTV.com, money making guides. Watch these videos. These are the videos that actually helped me in the beginning. Like after this first and second video. If you're not yet experienced, skip these, scroll down, watch these preliminary videos. It definitely helped me a lot. And if you want to support BernStoneTV.com, you see these ads. Every time you click an ad, as I'm very transparent here, every time you click an ad, I do get 10 US cents. So if you find my content, valuable, you find the calculators very useful, clicking an ad definitely helps the channel out. You just refine stuff for silver? Yes, basically. I just refine tier 3 and tier 4 resources flat even. I'm not even refining enchanted anymore. Holy crud. Steel bar. Alright. Look at that. This is what I love about Albion, bro. Look at that. In a span of less than 1 minute, someone basically bought every steel bar and every leather that I sold. Why is that? Let me explain. That is because probably this is probably better. It's because bars and leathers. Give me just 1 sec, someone's calling me. All right, sorry about that, guys. All right, we were talking about this, these notifications for sold items. So basically, in a span of less than 1 minute, all of my steel bars and work leather were sold. It's probably just one person, and in Caerleon, right? And why is that? Because in Caerleon, war gloves, there is a bonus for war gloves crafting. War gloves, if you don't know, uses war gloves uses bars and leather. So that's one of the things that you need to take note of as well. So bars and leathers are very popular in Caerleon, and why would they buy an overpriced resource in Caerleon if they could just easily buy it from, let's say, Martlock and Thetford for cheaper? It's because of the risk of transporting through the red zones. And you would think, okay, so are they still making money by buying resources at such a high price? Even like 70% more than in the regular market? Yes. Because most of these players are using focus. So yeah. So using the same logic, the reason why in Limhurst, it's actually most of the time leather are really expensive here in Limhurst. It's because leather helmet and leather shoes are being sold here. So there you go. That's one of the things that you may want to consider when you are, you know, selling refined resources. Very subtle things, man. Like little things. Like, why would it make sense for players to buy at like such a high price? And how can we make such good profits if they can just refine it their own? Because, you know, in reality, they don't. They don't actually want to refine their own because they just want to use focus to save silver, not actually put efforts to make silver. And that's where we come in. We want to put in the effort to make silver because so that other players can buy it from us and use their focus to make money. So yeah, that's very interesting, don't you think? Now I do believe I still have leather and bars, so we'll fit it up. And one of the questions earlier was like, how could you, like, how much resources do you sell to not break the market? And I answered it 10 stacks of tier 4, 15 stacks of tier 3. And whenever I'm online and I see that, oh, I already deleted it, and I see that there was someone who bought my resources, I would just I would just go back. I would just go back to Caerleon, right? Naked, of course, and just refill the market. So just every 10, and it works. And of course, it doesn't work all the time, right? So the next question should be, how long do you wait? Specifically in Caerleon, how long do you wait to replace your buy orders? Because right now, this was placed yesterday. This 138 or 139 was placed yesterday. This 187 was placed yesterday. So I wait 2 days. If this duration says 28 days 0 hours, I just resell them, replace them. All right, place it or the same amount, 279. Hopefully I have more bars. Oh, I don't have any more bars. I already sold them. I remember. So that's another 1 million profit. You know, not bad. 1 million profit. And, oh, that's thick leather. Oh, wait, okay. So to those who are here, let me show you a very interesting stat. Okay. So for raw resource, for refined resources, tier 4. Let's look at leather and bars. And let's go to 4 weeks. Sometimes you can't see this, but let me see if I can do something about it. I don't think I can at the moment. Okay, just I want you to zoom in, but okay, here we go. Okay, all right, here we go. Let me just zoom in for you guys so you can see what I'm talking about. All right, here we go, ladies and gents. Let me just zoom in more so you can actually see. Okay, so in Carleon, I went to basic resources, tier 4, enchantment 0. Click buy order, and let's look at 4 weeks. So for 4 weeks, take note of this, right? Take note and listen carefully. In 4 weeks, if you click on 4 weeks, this will show you the prices and the amount sold or the number sold in the 4 week span. And every bar represents 1 day. So for steel bars, look at this. The past 7 days, it has averaging around 200,000 pieces sold each day. On average, around 200,000. So that's 200 stacks of tier 4 bars being sold every single day just in Carleon, which is insane. Who actually can supply the entire market for 200,000 steel bars? That's a lot, and that's just steel bars. If you look at leather, 200, 300,000, so like it's around 250,000 pieces of tier 4 leather are being sold in Carleon, only in Carleon. So let's go to planks. Planks, a little lower, around 120, 130. For blocks, this is around, I would say 70,000. So just 70 stacks, very low. Cloth is around 180, 160. So there is a lot of demand in Carleon to, basically a lot of demand in Carleon to be filled. So you can do that as well in cities. I bet there is more demand in like regular cities, but use that specific detail to know how much you can sell in that specific city for, I don't know, for that specific city, for that specific resource. And there's a lot, bro, like a lot. Avex, welcome to the stream. Let me see if I missed any comments. Do you get your guildies to help you transport stuff to Carleon? I mainly refine tier 3 stones, but the profit compared to selling it to Carleon is so different, risky to transport alone too. Yeah, I have my team. I have a team that transports resources for me through to Carleon. But if you are a solo player, get your guildmates to scout for you, man. What I would suggest is, if you already have a method, let's say tier 3 blocks is working for you, get them to sort of invest in your method, man. That's what I did. Like I have players that have invested their silver in my method. Their goal or their task is to get my resources from cities, from outside cities to Carleon. My task is to get the buy orders, be strategic with the buy orders, do the refining, do the transport outside of the cities, and at the end of the month, we all get a share, an equal share of silver at the end of the month. So very safe because we have a lot of players transporting to Carleon. They could easily gank the gankers. They could easily kill the gankers. Pretty easily, honestly. It's pretty easy to kill gankers nowadays because they have proper small scale fight small scale fight gears. So it's completely safe. Gankers won't even dare to touch our transports because of we can overpower them. So get something like that, arrange something like that in your guild, and see how it goes. Give me just one sec, guys. I need to pee real quick. I'll be back in like 2 minutes or so. Leave all of your questions in the comment section and I'll answer them when I come back. Here we go. We're back. Out of Jolan. What? What? I know a Jolan in RNP. Dude, I've just been taking the buy orders. This is what I said earlier. If you're having issues or trouble getting raw resources from the market, like send me a message, because sometimes it takes me 30-40 minutes to actually just get all of the buy orders because they are getting filled so fast. Like so fast. Okay, so there is a fight going on in our territory. I'm not sure if I want to troll. Do you guys want to troll some of the players that are attacking our territory? Let's see. If it persists, I will go. Bern, is there a way to allow for video replays while live? Because it's like you say something mad useful, but then I forget it. Yeah, I mean, all of these videos, all of these live streams will be uploaded into a video automatically on YouTube after I stop the stream. It'll take like a couple of hours. And yeah, just, you know, come back. It'll be come back maybe like after 5 hours or so. The video will be here, and you can just, you know, rewatch the entire thing. I actually have a video or a live stream called all of my money making secrets. I know you can't see it now, but if you go to my channel, if you go to my channel, go to videos, I believe, yeah, that was like 6 days ago. It says all my money making secrets revealed. That is true. Like, the title is legit because it was supposed to be like an hour stream or like 30-minute stream. I just wanted to sell some of the stuff and talk to you guys, but it turned out to be a very valuable live stream because I basically revealed every single thing that I do there. Like, you can recreate all of the things that I am doing if you watch that live stream. And if you're still unclear about like specific, oh no, we're in that break. If you are still unclear on some of the things that maybe I missed something, maybe something is so obvious to me because I've been doing this for 2 years and it's foreign to you, like you don't know what I'm talking about. Sometimes I just go buy low, refine here, sell high, and you go like, wait, that's not very detailed, and you want more detailed. Ask a question in the comments whenever I'm live streaming, and if you can't catch me live streaming, send me a message on Discord, on the Discord channel. I'll be more than happy to help you. Okay, let's see what's going on our territory. All right, let's go to the black zone. Let's see what's going on in our territory. How much silver per hour can you make with refining method on tier 8 ox? There is no per hour. Oh no. Okay. I can't really say a per hour because those videos actually are not very not entirely true. If you see a video that says this per hour, that's either very misleading or straight up untrue, because there is, or they're just saying that for an average. Why is there a blob here? But it is based on effort. That's what I always say. It's based on effort. It just means this method, tier 3, tier 4 refining, is tier 3, tier 4 refining doesn't require focus, so you can basically do it all day long and make profit. So it will heavily depend on how much effort you put into the thing. Aw, it's already done? Come on, bro. But to give you some sort of reassurance, I basically am doing the same method I did 2 years ago, and I started on a tier 5 ox. So tier 5 ox is what I started with, 200k. So hopefully that will give you some hope that I started with a tier 5 ox and now I'm here. Because you have to start somewhere, right? Oh man, the action is done. What happened? I'll just set home. It's kind of sad. I wish I was part of the action. I'll just set home and we'll go back to what we were doing. Let me see if I missed any questions. Did I hear equal share? Does that mean I can join Mascara right now and start standing scout and get my money? No, not really. Not really. Like the players that the players that are transporting stuff for me are players that I trust in the game, because right now I am actually in the middle. Hopefully not. I'm crossing my fingers. Hopefully not. But I'm in the middle of a situation right now. Let's just call it that. I'm in the middle of situation, which is not ideal, because I trusted someone that I probably should have not trusted right away. Let's just leave it at that. I trusted someone that I should have not trusted right away. So I'm in the middle of El Phoenix. Alright, I'm going to deny your request, El Phoenix, just because I have almost maxed my friends list, and I use my friends list actually to give away or to contact and easily give away the silver that they have won, the winners of the silver giveaway. I add them as a friend to easily give them the silver and their prize. So I will deny your friend request in game, but send me a friend request in Discord and we can talk. So yeah, but going to Mark's comment, yeah, the players that are transporting for me, I've known them for quite a while. I trust them. I really trust them. I trust them that they will transport my stuff safely. Not only that, but they will do it honorably, meaning they wouldn't cheat me out of my resources, out of some silver. They won't try to dupe me. I basically trust them. I'm not saying I don't trust you, but you have to sort of earn that trust first, right? I think that's fair. That's a fair statement. Because yeah, again, I'm in the middle of hopefully not a nasty thing, because I would really hate to create a video warning people about a certain individual, certain guild that may scam you. I have no interest in making a video like that. Zero interest at all. I have zero interest in making a video like that, but at the same time, I feel like I have a responsibility to my subscribers, because you guys are watching my videos, my live streams, because you want to earn more money, you want to learn more about how to make more money in Albion Online. And if there is a scam going on that is that I was a part of, like I was scammed, I would really hate to create a video about that. But it is part of my responsibility as someone who I'm assuming you guys look up to when it comes to money making videos. I am responsible to expose any scams. Crafters work hard? No. Crafters work hard is very legit. Very, very legit. I can tell you that much. Crafters work hard, very legit. They are they're very easy to work with. Like really easy to work with. Surprisingly, actually. Can you tell me what's the daily bonus about? All right, so this is for Juraj. Juraj, Juraj. The daily crafting bonus basically is an update coming to Albion Online after the guild challenge, after this guild season. Where can I see that? Actually, I haven't played that. Where can I actually see that? Conquerors challenge? Where can you see the guild challenge? Probably in guilds. Yeah, but basically after the guild season, there is going to be a patch, and in this specific patch, there is going to be something called daily production bonus, which basically gives players extra bonuses for specific items or specific items in the game. The ones that they showed in there was plus 10% more bonus to like food and something else. So I'm assuming it's always going to be 2 items that are going to receive the bonus each day. The only thing that I'm unclear of, and it is going to be like really, really, really important, is it going to be a global bonus? A global bonus meaning, if let's say they add bonus to food, is it going to affect Limhurst the same way that it will affect Caerleon and every other city, and even maybe no, that's city bonus. Is it going to be like Caerleon only, or Bridgewatch only, Limhurst only, or is it going to be a global thing? That's very important to know. I'm excited to know how it will work. But what I really like about the calculator that I created for food, potion, gears, and resources, and there's going to be another for butcher calculator, is that if the resource return rate is going to be affected, right? So it doesn't really matter. Let's say for gear crafting calculator, let's use this as an example earlier. If you are going to craft in a city with high resource return rate for that specific gear, usually it's 24.8. But with the added bonus, let's say they added even decimals, They added 5.2. They added 5.2 more resource to train rate for that specific item. Doesn't matter. Put 30 here, which is 24.8 plus 5.2. Enter, and it will automatically adapt to that change. So that's what I really love about my calculator. I'm so glad I formatted it the way that I did, because it is very flexible. It can be very flexible even with the upcoming change in Albion Online next guild season. You can still use the calculator. I want to say it's just an individual because I don't want to judge the entire group. It's just that I've been dealing with this for, I don't know, like 3 weeks. Like this project, this 1 billion in 1 month project, hinged on that group, and that group failed me tremendously. Like, they have failed me so bad, that it made my cost for this project balloon 3 times. So it made my cost for this project 3 times more than it needs to be. And the time, man, the time is just like silver. You can get silver back easily, no problem. Silver is basically nothing. But the time that I had to spend to plan, to coordinate, oh no, I really need to refine, huh? Yeah, like the time that I did to coordinate, to basically have everything ready for them, and them not doing what we have agreed to. It's really disappointing. Like extremely disappointing that happened. And it's not just disappointing, it affected the entire project. But as I learned in school, there are going to be delays in your project. Everything is not going to go smoothly. You have to learn to adapt. You have to learn how to make sure to keep the goal. Try to, complete the goal still, even with the delays. You just have to be upfront with your stakeholders, and everything will work out. Global bonus would be broken if they affect block zone hideout crafting bonus. Actually, 2 winks, I think they made the city bonus to combat the hideout crafting. I think that's what they're doing, because right now I don't think they expected it to have this much effect on the marketplace, like the black zone hideout crafting. I don't think they expected the effect to be this huge on the marketplace. So I think to combat that, they are bringing city bonus, production bonus, is specifically just to cities, just to sort of combat that the effects. I don't think that the unwanted effect, I feel like. All right, we have finally done it. Let's notify players. Right. All right, let's start with blanks. Again, I think we can start with blanks. Dude, it took me an hour to get all of my buy orders. I mean, granted, I did talk about a lot of stuff in the middle of it all, but still, like an hour just to get all of your buy orders, it's insane. So if you're having troubles with your buy orders, let me know, because I am just surprised on how fast I'm getting my buy orders here. As a high refiner, I'm curious for the next update. I bet you are, Payel. I bet you are. Like the high for us low tier resource refiners, I think this update is definitely going to affect us, but I don't think it's going to affect us as much as these high tier resource refiners. But it will affect us all the same. Have you heard of double back? What is double back? What is double back? Ah, we finally started refining. Good lord. Double back? What's double back? Yeah, they're very legit. How much average silver you make per day? Right now, ever since I have ironed out the transport to Carleon, I think I'm averaging around, I don't know, like 20? 15 to 20? I would say like averaging probably like 15 million a day. And that is with half of my team, of my Carleon team, actually transporting. If I can get both of my teams to transport regularly, I know I can make 1 billion silver in 1 month. But it's just that I had 3 teams. One team basically screwed me over like insanely. I don't even know. I don't even have the word for it. They basically screwed the entire project single-handedly. I had to drop them. I'm down with 2 transporters. The 2 alternative transporters. The 3rd transport has been very, 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 very consistent. The other team, not so much. So there are like a lot of moving parts here. I'm just so glad that my Royal Transport group has been really diligent. Has been really consistent. So I got that working for me. What is this double back issue that you guys are talking about? Okay, double back has transporters that pay him the price of the things that they are going to transport before they transport it. Just give it back once it's done transporting. Okay. What is the issue with the double back? So it's basically paying up front, right? Paying up front for your items to be transported, okay? Wait, double back? Is double back a player? Okay, double back, I'm assuming a player, has transporters that pay him the price of the things that they're going to transport before they transport. Okay, I'm not really following. And why don't you have spaces, Payel? What happened to your spacebar? Tuwing says hideout crafting paired with black market trading greatly favors the richer people, and it's quite hard to keep up if you are just using the black market to fame up crafting. Keep up if you're just using the black market to fame crafting. I get what you mean. Tuwings, yeah, I get what you mean. If you're just crafting to fame up, and you're using the black market to sort of like not only break even, but hopefully, you know, make some silver. I get what you mean. But if you focus on like low tier, like tier 4, let's say tier 4, there are some silver to be made, although not really a lot if you're just going to craft whatever you think you want to craft at high tier at a later date. But if you follow like my 4 steps, if you follow this guide, go to BernStoneTV.com, go to money making guides. If you follow these 4 simple steps to make money, I talked about how you can use the black market basically buy refined resources from one city, transport them to Caerleon, refine or craft in Caerleon, and then sell them to the black market and make a lot of silver. He does have a little bad reputation in the community. Double back. Interesting. Very interesting. I haven't read anything about that. I haven't read anything about I haven't read anything on Reddit actually. So I was searching for. I was trying to see my site optimization. I was trying to look for like BernStoneTV. I'm trying to Google BernStoneTV. Obviously, it shows my YouTube videos, but I was surprised that I was being very infrequent. But I was surprised that I saw my name on Reddit talking about like some of the YouTube channels that you should watch, and a comment about how they made money, a lot of money using my method. I was really surprised because I didn't think there was much interest, honestly, in my methods. He took back one of his giveaways? Like he didn't give the price? Is that what you mean? That's kind of sus. Really? Huh. So is that what he did, Two Wings and Mark? Hosts giveaways and not give the prices? I hope I'm reading that wrong because that's kind of sus. Black D. All right. Hey, I just started watching your streams. Do you? But those logs or? Oh, do you buy those logs or do you gather them? I buy them. I place buy orders in the marketplace because I rely on high volume refining, like really high volume refining of low tier, because that's basically how you can make a lot of silver using this method. With low tier, no focus, no specs required. Tier 3, tier 4, you will rely on volume. So I just take advantage of the low price of the raw resources in the market, and refine in specific cities where there's high resource return rate. Get my associates fee from Crafters Work Hard, and if you want to get associates as well, associates basically, let's look at here. If I'm not an associate, I would have paid 450 per 100 nutrition consumed. But since I'm an associate, I already pay 400. So if you want to be an associate as well, go to Crafters Work Hard. Link is in the description actually. Link is in the description. Join Crafters Work Hard. Ask to be an associate on every single plot actually. On any plot that you want in Caerleon or in Albion Online. And make more silver that way. He has a YouTube channel. It's still back. He actually posts similar videos. Like, similar videos to who? Like to my videos? I mean, money making? Money making videos as well? Is that what you mean? Is it bad that the only YouTube channel that I know, and I don't even really follow his content, I don't really follow any of his guides, the only YouTube channel on Albion that I follow or I know of that's been talked about is Swole Benji here. The tier 5 god, they're calling them. The tier 5 god. The yellow zone god, they're calling him. Like, make millions of silver per hour. Tier 5 solo dungeon. I don't know how true that is. It just became a meme. I don't know how true that is actually. I'm not making fun of them, but I just don't know the legitimacy of like doing tier 5 solo dungeon and 1 million per hour. It's just my mind, says It's not possible, but you know, I haven't tried it, so maybe he's right, maybe he's wrong. I don't know. All I know is that that's one of the issues that I have with the per hour money making methods, because there isn't really a method out there that will give you very consistent profits. Like, I've been doing this for 2 years. My profits fluctuate from, I don't know, like 6 months ago it's like 120%. Now it's 70%. Last week it was 75. The week after that it was 72. It was 65 at one point. It was 60 at one point. So there isn't really a consistent money making method out there. As consistent as I would say, it's not as consistent. I'm not comfortable saying per hour, because it will depend on what resource you refine, what resource you prioritize, where you refined it, where you bought the resources, where you sold them. It just depends on so many factors that I'm not really comfortable saying, oh, if you do this, you will make 2 million per hour. I can't create clickbait videos. I have the ability to do them. I just don't want to. It just doesn't feel right. What do a transport team do? They transport for you, or they get bodyguards? They get bodyguards for the transport. They transport for me. They transport the materials for me. Sometimes there was like one time I was a bodyguard of the transport. I wasn't the one transporting, but I was the one who was defending. With the giveaways, I'm not quite sure, but with him not paying the crafters work hard transport payments, I read on Discord conversations between him and the crafter work hard officer, and it seems to be the case. Whoa! So he used the service and didn't pay them? Is that what's going on? Which mount is higher than Winter Bear but cheaper than a mammoth? Nothing. Winter Bear is the next. So it basically goes from mammoth and then elite Winter Bear. There is nothing in between. Really nothing in between. Even before the elite Winter Bear was a thing, the next was tier 8 Ox. Actually. There's basically nothing in between. There's a big jump from like elite Winter Bear to a mammoth. Hello, Daniel. Yeah, there is nothing. I got actually into Albion online because I was bored and watched this 3-hour tutorial before even starting. You're talking about Soul Benji? Yeah, man, he's notorious for like publishing 30-minute videos about one topic. I can't do it. I tried to do it. I got bored myself. But you know, it's good. It's good that there is a lot of variety on YouTube and Twitch about Albion online. Because imagine if there's only like one format. Imagine if only Lupac has a YouTube video about Albion online. It will be a very narrow perspective, and that's why I love that there's a lot of YouTubers out there. You know, some comments, some perspectives do conflict, and it will be on you guys how or who you would follow. Daniel says, if you're new to the game, solo dungeons are the way to go. Absolutely. I agree. If you're a solo player, solo dungeons is the way to go. But I find that being on a guild, being on a team, doing group activities is much more enjoyable. Like much more enjoyable than solo. But that's just me. Some stuff says it's exaggerated, but the guides are helpful to introducing you into the game. That is true. After that thought, you can branch out to other stuff. That is true. That's actually one of the things that is very good on some of these channels. Yeah, sometimes it may be exaggerated, but if you just learn about the concept, right? Learn about the concept, not really focus so much on 90 million per month, and you only got 50 million. You still got 50 million, right? You learned about the concept. You didn't get the max because probably when they created that video, the demand was or the supply wasn't really there because they discovered that method. And then you come in, you only make 50 million or maybe half of the profit that was shown in that video. It's because of the higher supply. So you just learn about the method, learn about the concept, and then you'll be golden. I'm actually, if you don't know already, if you go to BernStoneTV.com, money making basics, I'll turn this into videos. If you go to money making basics, you'll see the category money making concepts. Scroll down, you'll see the Albion market, Carolion, black market, top 5 transport mounts, 4 ways to increase your carrying capacity. I'll turn these into videos, and I'll add more to it. HE seems pretty consistent if you have a good team. That is true. That's a big if though. I learned. HE, that's true. Very, very consistent. It just depends on the loot, but you know, sometimes loots do affect the overall silver, but most, I would say like 95% of the silver comes from silver drops anyways. So yeah, you're right, Mark. That's very true. HE is very consistent. That's a big if though. Like a good team, that's a big if. It's good though. I have a good HCE team. I have Pangs is a very good tank. Very consistent with this pulse as well. So yeah, HCE is pretty much I don't want to say a brain dead game, but once you get used to the maps, once you get used to your role, it's pretty much free silver at that point. Like you're not really thinking about, you're not worrying about getting ganked, you're not worrying about losing your set, you're not worried about new mobs coming out. It's pretty much the same for every single for the same map. It's basically the same layout, same everything, and it's free silver, to be honest. Free silver. Yeah, I used to play solo, but as time goes, being a solo has a limitation. A lot of limitations actually. So yeah, I still think Albion Online, I mean, it is a MMORPG. It's multi. Wait, what's MMO called? What's the definition of MMO? I actually forgot. Massively multiplayer online game. I was thinking multiplayer. M is a multiplayer. So massive multiplayer online role-playing game. So it's a multiplayer game. There's some solo aspects in the game, but I would rather have you like try to find the guild, even if you guild hop from one guild to another, trying to find the perfect fit for you. I highly encourage you to do it because I don't want to say it's the only way to go, but it's a lot better. Like, trust me, I've been solo as well, and the game is not as fun as being part of a guild. A good guild, that is. But if your guild, like the first guild, I still laugh when I think about the first guild that I joined, man. I got invited into a guild literally hours after I started the game. hours after I started the game, right? I was in. What's the cross here? There's a cross here. I was in Forest Cross. And I got an invite. From a guild called Born of Fenris. I was like, what? Sounds legit. Born of Fenris? So I accepted. I joined. I asked them like what the guild is about. This was like hours into the game. I asked them like what the guild is, and they were like, we are an end game. Take note, end game PvE guild. They're very honest with that. Transitioning into PvP. Alright, they're very honest. And I was like, end game? I just got invited into a guild with end game content. I was so excited. I was so hyped. I was like, this is a great guild. This is an end game guild. And alright, we were doing tier 5 group dungeons. And that's all we did. Tier 5 group dungeons. Like all day long. And in my head, I was like, alright, let's go. This is end game. Let's do it. I'm doing end game a couple of days just after I started the game. I'm already doing end game. Tier 5 group dungeon. And yeah, that was their definition of end game. That was so dumb because obviously I was new. I believed them that was end game. And I realized after like a month and be like, what are these zones? Like these red zones? What are black zones? One month into playing the game, I was like, what is the black zone? And why are we not going there? If this is end game, why are we in the safe zone only? And then it started to click. And their guild back then had like, I don't know, like 300 mil fame overall. So that's when I knew. That's when I knew I got duped. They were like end game. Like the guild leader was so like angry all the time too, man. Like he would get disappointed in the little things. Okay, I remember this story quite vividly. All right, the thought is the guild leader is always agitated, almost always agitated, and I thought it was normal in this game. The guild leader was almost agitated. If he calls for a end game tier 5 group dungeon, he wants everyone in 5 minutes. 5 minutes, everyone needs to be geared up. 5 minutes, we're going out. If you're not there, you'll be kicked. So like 5 minutes. He was like almost always angry all the time. And I thought that game was like that. The game was like very intense. Intense for a tier 5 group dungeon, bro. He was so intense. And I remember this. He said, we are going to do Avalonian dungeons. I was like, what the heck is an Avalonian dungeon? Alright, this is Avalonian dungeon. This is a 20-win group dungeon. You should be really serious about this. You should be geared up, ready to go in 2 weeks. I was like, they were literally scheduling an Avalonian dungeon 2 weeks in advance. I was like, what? 2 weeks in advance? It takes that much preparation for a group dungeon? I was like so hyped. I didn't know what an Avalonian dungeon back then was. I was so hyped, like 2 weeks. You have to apply. You have to like be interviewed to join the group. And I was like, whoa, this is some next level shiz. And when I eventually left that guild, I joined another. Avalonian dungeons on that next guild was Pinoy Matikas. Avalonian dungeons for us back then was like Oh, you want to do Avalonian Dungeons? All right, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it right now. Let's mess up for like 30 minutes and let's go. And they they were scheduling Avalonian Dungeons like 2 weeks in advance, bro. And they had interviews, they had gear checks, they had everything, and they were end game PvE guild. And I was like, dude, it's like a whole new world when I joined Pinoy Matikas. It was like we were doing Avalonian Dungeons daily, tier 7, tier 6. I was like, what just happened in like my first 2 months? I was duped. I was conned to believe that we were doing end game content. Dude, that's looking back at it now, it's such a funny story that the guild leader was always agitated, always on the edge, almost always ready to blow up for a tier 5 group dungeon, bro. Damn. I can barely tank past 14. Just practice, man. Practice more tanks for HGEs. They need to be the smartest player in the group. So yeah, just practice, man. Just practice. Like even Pangs, the greatest tank that I know in HGE, I mean, he started with being just a DPS. So he just wanted to learn. And he learned, he practiced, he experimented, and now every time we go HCE, I only want to see Pangs as my tank. If he's not the tank, I'm overly cautious. I'm overly cautious with my gameplay. But if he's the tank, I'm just chilling. Crip says I hopped 6 guilds before staying on Michael. There you go. Just hop from one guild to another. Just don't give up on them easily. Just don't give up on them easily. Give them proper goal. And just don't give up on them easily, man. Yo, yeah, man, bro, Mark, like I got down in one of the tier 5 group dungeons, and I heard words that I haven't heard before. I mean, as a player who has been playing for 4 days, got down in the tier 5 group dungeon, which you call end game, and you let him have it. It just showed the level of knowledge that he has, which is basically non-existent. To be mad at a new player who was down on a tier 5 group dungeon, which you call an end game, is something else. I'm gonna tell you that much. It's just funny now, man. I just can't help but like smile and laugh when I think about how I was part of an end game guild right away, right off the bat. Hours in, I'm already part of an end game guild. I was so excited too. Man, I was deceived. Is it worth refining tier 4 cloth? Yes, absolutely. Yeah, these methods are best for new players. I know that these methods are best for new players, but as you can see, I'm not really a new player. I've been playing for 2 years, and I'm still doing this method, although I'm selling it to Caerleon. That's the only difference. Like if you go to the calculator, right here, the resource refining calculator, like there is no mention of Caerleon here, only the 5 outside cities. So even if you do this, you still are getting some significant profits here. The only reason why I'm selling it to Caerleon is because I refine in bulk. I know most of those who are watching this channel are new players. I understand my player base. Most of you are new players who wants to get into refining, get into crafting, maybe trying new things when it comes to money making. So I'm trying to create content that will fit those demographics. But at the same time as well, I'm also an endgame player. I know basically a lot of things when it comes to money making, but the things that I want to show you guys and share with you guys are those that even a new player can actually do. Like a new player off the bat can do what I'm showing you. Obviously not to the scale that I'm doing it at, but at a smaller scale where you can actually start from scratch. That's why most of my money making methods, I mean, even the early on, requires zero focus, zero specs, just so that I can cater to the broader audience, because most of the players that are watching these money making videos are new players. There's only like a handful of players really watching that are very established in the game. They may want to see new concepts like the black zone hideout crafting. They may be interested in that, but everything else needs to be basic, at least in my head. In my head, I think most of the money making methods should be like as basic as it can be for new players to actually understand. Please tell me you already told this story to Pinoy Matikas. I did, bro. Like when we first started doing Avalonian Dungeons, I told this story and I don't remember how they reacted, but it was it was mind-boggling, bro. It was mind-boggling. Oh, actually, one of my guildmates who was Filipino too, who was part of Born of Fenris as well, is part of my guild now, Mascara. Chuchani. This guy right here. Very good tank actually. Chuchani was part of Born of Fenris as well. I don't know if he had the same experience as me, but in my experience it was back then it was disappointing, but right now it's just funny. Alright, give me just 2 minutes, guys. I'll get some water. My throat's getting scratchy. I need more water. I'll be back in 2 minutes. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment section. I'll answer them as soon as I can. And hi to Mr. Trollo and Rusher Ball. And Clays as well. Just leave your questions. I'll be back in 2 minutes. I'll just get some water. Right, here we go. All right, interviews are for work only. I don't get why. Why is a thing in Albion? Like interviews? Interviews to join a guild? You mean? It's just to get a feel for you, get a sense of what you are like, as a person actually, not as a player, as a person. Because even if we're playing a game, we like in our guild, I really doubt. I don't even know if a handful of us actually know each other in real life. Like probably 90% of my guildmates, or actually 100% of my guildmates, haven't seen their faces. They have seen my face because I stream, but I haven't seen their faces. I don't know what they look like. I don't know how they look like. All I know is their personality, and that's sort of what we are trying to determine when you're like applying to a guild. If you're going to be like really toxic, even if you're like the greatest player of all time, if that guild doesn't want any toxicity, you're not going to get accepted. So it's sort of like a personality matching, so for interviews. And yeah, that's basically why there are interviews in the game. But the interview that I was talking about was, I was already part of the guild, but they want to interview me to know if I can do an Avalonian dungeon. It was insane. It was insane, man. It's really funny now. How much PvP fame you got? I think I'm 35 million, 30 million? I'm around 30 million, I think. Not much. Hi, Russia Ball. I'm interested in hideout crafting too. Hideout crafting, I feel like, is overhyped. I feel like. I mean, it's very beneficial. Don't get me wrong. It's like, it's a new thing. It's basically the new thing. But, you don't really need it. You don't really need to rely on it to make silver. There's a lot more methods out there that you can do. But yeah, I'll drop a video actually in a week or so about Black Zone hideout crafting. It's basically getting much more resource return rate. The only caveat is it's not really for new players. That's the biggest thing that's been holding me back. It's not really for new players per se, because you need to be a part of a guild or an alliance which has has access to hideouts in the Black Zone. You need to know about the Black Zone. You need to have definitely need to have bodyguards when you're transporting, or scouts, because the Black Zone is just nasty, and you're very limited to what the hideout offers. There are a lot of limitations for new players. That's why I've been sort of hesitant, but I see the value in it. Not gonna lie, it's a new way of making money in Albion Online. Not really new way, but it's been put in the spotlight lately. Very effective. If you can transport safely, it's extremely effective. And but yeah, the only thing that's holding me back, it's just not really for new players. But I guess I need to take that out of my head, because some of those new players that I helped in the past are not new players anymore, and probably are looking for new content. But I'll drop that probably in a week or so. I already have the resources ready for refining. Chainzu, who are you? What's your in-game name, Chainzu? Not gonna lie, don't remember a Chainzu. I apologize for not remembering you, but yeah, what's your in-game name? Maybe we can Maybe I can remember. I'll probably just finish planks. So there's probably like 2-3 more, and Chain Zoo. It's coming back to me, Chain Zoo. Were you Chain Zoo? Yeah. Okay. It's coming back to me. Chain Zoo. I remember a Chain Zoo, but I remember a Chain Zoo who I believe left early. I believe weren't really active in Pinoy Matikas. I may be wrong. Hi, Peter. Prince Mast says, I want to refine like what you're doing. I have a Mammoth Masterpiece 8.3 bag and silver. Which one of your videos should I start? Which one's still valid? Okay, so you have an 8.3 or you have a Mammoth Masterpiece. You have an 8.3 bag. I would say resource refining, because a Mammoth can carry a lot, especially with Masterpiece, but I would say resource refining. So Prince Mass, go to BernStoneTV.com, click on Money Making Guides. You will be redirected to this page. And scroll down, look at the 3rd and 4th video. This is exactly what I'm doing right now. You'll learn about the concept here, why it works. You'll talk about the calculator that is going to be accessed for a fee, but that's not the case already. That's not the case anymore. It's all for free. And you want to watch this 4th video right here to know how to use the calculator. Once you're done with that, click on the calculator over here. You will be redirected to the calculator. And here you will be presented with the calculator. This is available for everyone to see and to update. And what I suggest is by clicking the calculator templates. When you click on the calculator templates, you'll see a table RRC template over here. Download this, edit the prices on this template, on this Excel template. And then after that, you just need to copy and paste here, and you'll know what to refine and what to craft, where to buy, where to refine, and where to sell. The only difference that I do here is that I sell to Carleon specifically, because I know I've shared this method to a lot of players, and if I do the same method exactly the same, I know that I can easily cover their prices, their sell orders, and I don't want to do that. I know some of you guys are very new to the game, and if I do this method specifically the way that I'm telling you, which is to sell outside of the city, outside of Carleon, I would dominate all of you for sure, and no one will benefit from that except for the ones who are buying the refined resources, because it will drive the prices down. So I sell to Carleon so that you guys can share the piece of the pie, especially those who have like tier 8 ox only. So you can just, share the market, and I'll just go to Carleon, take the extra risk, and sell there. How much it would affect if how much it will affect this new upcoming patch for new players and veterans? New players and veterans. Okay, so the update that I'm only concerned about really is the daily production bonus. But with the rework of a lot of magical staff, that is definitely going to be something that I will take a look at. As under a refining perspective, they will rework staffs, magic staffs, and I believe most of the magic staffs require planks, bars, and cloth to refine. Basically everything. I think leather too, I'm not really sure. But basically all of if they rework most of those resources, there is going to be a price spike in day one for resources. So I am planning on taking advantage of those price spikes. For the daily production bonus, that is still up in the air because, as I talked about earlier, I see two scenarios happening when it comes to like the daily production bonus. Will it be a daily production bonus only for Limhurst? Like if they increase the fiber, will it only be for Limhurst, or will it be for the entire map? Will it be an entire thing? Right? Will it be a global thing? If it's going to be a global thing, it's going to affect the market in a completely different way than if it is very local. Very local means in just one city they will increase food crafting. That has a much different effect than 10% for all of the cities. So very interesting to see how all of this will affect the market. But I can assure you though, like my money making calculators are fitted for the update. So if you're using a calculator, because there's a lot of spreadsheets out there, hopefully they are fitted with this type of syntax wherein you can basically change the resource return rate on the fly to know your percentage profit. Because as an example that we used earlier, for gear crafting, let's say for gear crafting, normally if you have bonus it's 24.8%, right? But what if they increase the resource return rate by an odd number, like say maybe I don't know, 8.1, something like that. What if they increase the resource return rate by 8.1? So you just go 8.1. Hopefully this works. Why is that happening? Nope, did not work. Did not work. There you go. They increased it by... Dang it. Let's just do some calculation. That's 8.1. Let's do or 32.9. Alright, it's 32.9. So it's 32.9. So it's like an odd resource return rate, right? The calculators will still work. Which, not gonna lie, I'm really proud of. Prince Mass, thank you so much for donating $3 to the stream. I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you for supporting the stream. And if you guys want to support the stream as well, but don't want to donate, what you can do is go to BernStoneTV.com. If you see an ad, every ad click gets me 10 cents. I'm very transparent with that over here. It says every ad click will give BernStoneTV 10 cents, but don't spam click. So if you want to support the channel just like what Prince Mass did, but don't want to donate real money, you can easily click the ads. Every click gets me 10 cents. But once again, thank you so much for the donation, Prince Masked. But yeah, that's my suggestion. Masterpiece, Mammoth, 8.3 bag. I would do resource refining, but honestly, if you already have an 8.3 Masterpiece Mammoth, I am assuming you also have a team with you that you can potentially use. So what I would suggest is take advantage of the Carolion marketplace as well. So transport to Carolion as well instead of outside of the city, because if you already have a Masterpiece Mammoth, you're not really a new player. So you can probably replicate what I'm doing here right now. Look at that, like selling to the Carolion market. What are stones? Stones are... Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Gagi si Pangs. Pinapakaba ako ni Pangs. Alright, but yeah, that's my suggestion. You can also take advantage of the black market. If you're going to refine, you may as well craft in the craft for the black market. Pinapakaba ni Pang sa... Hey, Malivicius. Hello there. Yes. 2 weeks is right. 2 weeks is right. It's for audience, it's like the points on Twitch. It's like the points that you earn on Twitch. The new patch is going to make people leave the game. They've always been saying that. That's not a new thing. I've heard that as well when I first started playing the game. Literally, like 2 weeks in, there was an update, and it wasn't really received well by a certain player base, and they were like, "Oh, this will break the game. Might as well just find another game." Imagine hearing that as a new player 2 weeks in from your guildmates saying, "Oh, I might as well find a new game. This game's broken." But not really. The best thing that I've heard a Twitch streamer said is like, Albion is... You don't quit Albion. You don't really quit Albion. As long as you don't delete your accounts and just delete your account and throw away all of your stuff, you can quite easily pause the game, pause from playing the game, like I did. I paused for like 7 months, and I came back. A lot of new content has been added, new things interested me, and then I started playing again. So you just, if you're being burnt out, one of the things that I always say is, this is an MMORPG. This is a massively multiplayer online role-playing game. This is a game. Alright? This is a game. A game, at least in my mind, is something that you play to have fun. Having fun is the name of the game. It should be having fun. So if you're being stressed out, alright? If you're like playing a game and you're like really stressing out about the game and it's starting to affect your personal life, dude, quit the game. It's not worth it. A new game will come out. New games come out every time. But if you're getting frustrated about the game and not having fun anymore and it's starting to affect your personal life, quit the game. Probably the easiest advice that I can give. Just quit the game, because it's not worth it, man. It's not worth it to maybe destroy your real life personal relationships over a game. This game, although it's really fun right now, and it's consuming most of our time, because I know Albion can consume a lot of your time. It consumes most of our time. 5 years from now, this will all be memories. Even if Albion becomes like a great game, 5-10 years from now, these will all be memories. These will all be a thing of the past. But your relationships, like personal relationships, those are what matters. So if you're stressing out about a game, it would be better for everyone involved if you just quit for a while. Because even though this is like really fun, it's a really fun game, you've made a lot of friendships over the years, this will all end. So this will all end. You'll be talking about Albion Online in 10 years, and we'll be recalling all of the fun stuff that we had in Albion Online. But this is temporary. So don't make any permanent decisions because of a temporary game. So we should all be here just to have fun. That's basically all we need to do in this game. Nagka-content po ba kayo sa Heath kanina? Heath? Hindi ako sumali sa ZvZ kanina eh. Usually 3 UTC lang ako nakakasali. 3 UTC. And outside of 3 UTC, I don't really join any ZvZs. I don't have time. I mean, I'm in Canada and most of my alliance mates and guild mates are in the Philippines, so the time is flipped. So I can only join 3 UTC. It should be having fun, not a form of escapism. Yeah, it should be fun, man. I mean, you know, some of the players, let's be honest, it's one form of an escape. Games are forms of escapes. But at the end of the day, man, we're just all here to have fun. So like, don't try to scam people. Don't try to ruin the game for other people. As long as you are within like the terms of service of Albion Online, go for it. Everything is legal as long as you're within the terms. But above that, don't be a dick. Just don't be like, don't try to scam people. Don't like we have a lot of problems in the real world. Let's just be kind. Be kind in Albion Online to everyone that we meet. Gankers, ZvZ players, gatherers, refiners, crafters. We're all just here to have fun. Alright, I may have ranted a bit too long there. I tried to go shadow color because conveniently it's in HCE, it's hard time sustaining. Any tips? Shadow color for what? HCE? Or any other like PvP? What do you mean? What are you trying to use shadow color for except for HCE? Crip says, yeah, I'm getting addicted to Albion. First trimester, I got 90 average. Now I got 82 average in school grades. Rip, bro. Yeah, prioritize school. School definitely will have a lasting effect on Albion Online. I'm still in school as well. I mean, I'm not like in high school, college. This is like a second degree. Fortunately, you know, with this big brain. No, I don't want to brag, but yeah, I'm an A+ student. It's not really that difficult, to be honest. Like the education here in Canada, at least in Fanshawe, at least in the college that I'm going to right now, is a lot easier than the type of like tests and exams and quizzes and projects in the Philippines, specifically in Baguio. It's just like everything here is much simpler. Yeah, it's just much simpler here. That's why I can play Albion Online and still get A+. Oh, you're EQMS. Hello there. EQMS ka pala, pre? Bakit ka nag-EQMS? Hello there, buddy. Albion Online has so little players for such a good game. Yeah, it's not as massive as other games like World of Warcraft, but you know, Albion has a specific player base that it attracts, and as long as they keep on giving us new content, which they really are great at doing. They will keep on creating the player base. They will keep on adding new players to the player base, and hopefully, one day in a couple of years, once Albion Online has dedicated servers all around the world, we'll be like, remember those days when there was only one server in Albion Online, and everyone in the Philippines had bad ping. Well, we're talking about that. For solo group dungeons? Solo group dungeons? I'm not really an expert in solo group dungeons. I wish I was. I wish I could give you a great advice for solo group dungeons, but I'm not. I wish I was. But yeah, I guess you and Mr. Trollo are hitting off. So yeah, keep it up, guys. In your opinion, will the new patch event lower the gear price, or it will also increase the demand? It will definitely lower the price. It will definitely lower the prices of gears. But it depends. Again, we talked about earlier. Malivicious, if you don't mind, this is like one of my pet peeves. I actually hate the dance emotes. So if you can you please stop? Because it irritates me. I know it's a personal thing. Hopefully you respect that. But it's a personal thing. The rhythm of the dance puts me off. I don't even like want to see it. I know I'm not hearing it, but I don't actually want to see it. So I appreciate that if you would stop. Thank you so much. I know it's a small thing. I really know it's a small thing and it shouldn't really affect me this much. But the rhythm of the dance emote is so off. Like I don't see any like rhythm to it. And the clap is just it doesn't have a rhythm to it. It just annoys me for some reason. I'm so sorry, Malivicious. It may be your like favorite emote, but I don't know, it just irritates me so much. I'm sorry. But yeah, going back to FKHR's comments, if the effect of the new patch, it will definitely have an effect on the marketplace. It will just depend if it is going to be a global production bonus or very specific city local bonus. Because if it's going to be global, it probably won't have much effect. But if it's like very local, by local I mean if it's say Port Sterling, they will increase the bonus for food in Port Sterling, and maybe instead of just hammer, we'll put here bow. Let's say they put bow here. Bow will have added bonus in Fort Sterling, and Fort Sterling only. That will have a much different effect on the marketplace compared to like a global thing. A global thing meaning there will be added bonus for bows for all of the cities for 10%. So we'll have to wait and see what will happen. The one thing that will benefit here for sure, like I'm really sure about it, are the gatherers. The gatherers will definitely have a ball. Will be balling after the update because why? Because there will be a demand for something, right? There will be higher demand for something. And the first demand that will go up is for raw resources. And that's almost, I would say almost, I don't want to say almost guaranteed because I don't want the word guaranteed because nothing is really guaranteed, especially in Albion. But I feel like that is almost guaranteed. The raw resources will definitely increase in price. What raw resources? It will depend on what resource has high production bonus for the day. But that's almost like certain. To be honest, it's certain. It's like as sure as the sun will come up tomorrow, raw resources will definitely go up, depending on how they would implement it. But yeah, gatherers rejoice. Gatherers rejoice. It will definitely affect the profits of my method, but I really doubt it will affect me that much. I need to go back to Caroline to sell tier 4 blocks. Tayo dati naglalaban sa ZvZ pero ang gaganda ng content. Yeah, dude. Oh, Malivicious. Hopefully you're still here. I'll upload a video from yesterday. Actually, I can show you right now. I can show you right now. I was part of the ZvZ. I was part of a ZvZ content last night here. I'll show you one. Dude, I got deleted in 1 second. 1 second. I'm not even kidding. 1 second. I got deleted in 1 second. Let me show you. This was a Raven Strike. Let me pause. Give me 1 sec. Let me just refine this. Let me show you. I got deleted in 1 second. Probably a fraction of a second. I was like trying to push. I didn't see the Raven Strikes. And I was like, wait, what? Wait, what happened? I'll show you what I mean. Look at this. Alright. Yeah, I remember this. Look. Focus, guys. Let me even zoom in for you. Focus. Look at me. That's me in the middle. Alright, let's go slowly. You see these 2 Raven Strikes right here? They're already charging. And our caller said, push. Where's our caller? Our caller is here. I was thinking, oh, a lot of reds over here. Let me like push through in. There's a lot of allies there. Look at what happened. Push. I was in the middle. God dang it, there's another bot. There's another bot, bro. Where was I? Give me just 1 sec. Let me just refine this. Alright, I was in the middle of 2 Raven Strikes. I was in the middle. Look how I got deleted. Look at how I got deleted, bro. Up. Full health? I still have full health? 1 tick? 2 ticks? I'm dead. This is so funny, bro. This is so funny. I'm not the best at ZvZs, obviously. Look at where my team though are. Like there's only a handful of us in the middle of the Zerg, and this is our shot caller calling the shots. And literally, like, where is my team? So let's look at that again. Went full health, still full health, this full health, still full health, full health, pop. 2 frames. I died within 2 frames. It was sad. It was sad. I was actually surprised. Like, wait, what happened? What happened there? Did I lag? Was that a bug? I got deleted in 2 frames, bro. 2 frames. I was pushing. I was about to press E somewhere. I was like, wait, what? Why is my screen going black, turning red? It was so funny, bro. I wasn't even pissed. I wasn't even like mad that I died. I was like, what? Oh, jeez. It was fun though. I haven't finished one group dungeon solo ever because of the moment I want to get into battle axe. Yeah, I got nerfed. You lost 5 mil? Why did you lose 5 mil, Grip? And how did you lose 5 mil? Thank you so much, ZvZs, for understanding. Really, I appreciate it because some players don't. Oh, I think I'm not Bernard James. Bernard James is someone else. I think Bernard James is someone else. Donation goal for you to dance. Dude, dance emote. You got deleted by 2 Raven Strikes too? Bro. I'll be more careful next time. I didn't see it. I honestly did not see it. I saw it on the replay, but I did not see it while I was pushing because I was trying to practice ZvZ where I'm like really close to the collar so that I can actually drop my E. Because in the past I was like so far out from the collar that I'm basically late at dropping my E's. So right now I'm trying to practice being close to the collar, close enough. But I guess on that engage I was too close. Yeah, the elevate, yeah. Nag-bomb din kasi ngayon kagabi, pero di kinayang bilis ma-counter engage. Really? Yeah, dude. I got deleted, bro, right away. But EQMS, we're enemies, right? In ZvZs. Really fun content though, like really fun content, not gonna lie. I'm enjoying ZvZ more and more, even though you see how I got deleted, I still enjoy it. I still enjoy the game. I lost like 1.2 mil there. Obviously, there's going to be re-gears. But I'm probably going to get like maybe just half of the cost. So probably lost like 600k there. You know, it's fun. It's really fun. Yeah, man. Like the entire, like Mr. Trollo and Malevicius, you guys are right. They're powerful. They're really powerful. You need 20 mil for a mammoth. You're getting close. There you go. Mas nakakatrauma yung pre-nerf spike gauntlets. Do you have a video of that, Mark? I don't think I've seen the pre-nerf gauntlets. But they're very OP. I think they need to I don't know if they need it to make it interruptible. But I don't think it's interruptible, right? Not really a big ZvZ player, so I wouldn't know. But it's fun. It's fun to drop some brimstones. Alright, we're getting close. I'm getting tired as well. Hopefully you guys enjoyed all of our conversations. I'll be here tomorrow too, by the way. I'll be here tomorrow. My internet just got fixed. I was dealing with internet issues. If you didn't know, you probably knew because you were the ones who are seeing it all the time. Yeah, I've been dealing with internet issues. As you may have noticed, like last week, like the streams would just lag like crazy. Right now, I don't see any lags. I see some skip frames though. Skip frames is different from lag frames in OBS terms. Skip frames is hardware. Lag frames is internet. So internet has been fixed. Skip frame, probably I won't be able to fix that. It's a hardware thing. I have a laptop, so it's not as bad, but you know, we'll see. Ooh, still have blocks. All right, after this refining, I will just go sell blocks real quick. Bern, did you watch Wicked Night videos on black market crafting? No, I haven't, but I'm very familiar with black zone crafting, black zone hideout crafting. Like we've done that in the past already. It just became mainstream right now because of the added resource return rate. But the concept's pretty much the same. Yeah, there's really nothing new to it. Just the higher resource return rate. But yeah, I'll be dropping my own version of it, keeping in mind that it is not for new players, but I'll try to maybe squeeze in new information there so that new players can potentially do it as well, but in general, it's not really for new players. And I don't like the hype. I know I'm sounding like an old don't want to adapt kind of person here. I don't particularly like the effects of that to new players, because I feel like when new players watch that, they sort of box themselves into this narrow space where what they think is you can only make profit if you craft in the black zone hideout, and you can't really make any profits if you craft in the city, which is not true. I mean, there is a lot of benefit to black zone hideouts, a lot of risks as well, but I just don't want the general like new player thought process that you can only make silver if you have a high tier, high resource return rate black zone hideout and everything else is trash, which is obviously not true. But I also see the benefit, which we already have done in the past, of black zone hideout crafting. So I'll create my own version of that. If you guys are interested, I'll create my version of that, pertaining to low tier as well. But obviously, if you already have access to these hideouts, like high tier is the way to go. High tier is the way to go. It will just depend on how long you would actually sell those crafted items, and that will be the information that I will be adding into the video on how much should you actually sell to the black market in order to not be covered by other players. How did you gather all of those stacks? I did not gather them. I just buy them from the marketplace. Buy order. Ganda ng content. Kahit andito kami sa Mascara, kami nag-cheer. What? I don't get it. You're EQMS, right? Malivicious? Why are you in EQMS, dude? Join Mascara. I'm poaching. How's EQMS, man? How's EQMS? Like the entire guild. Are you guys? What's your mix when it comes to like nationality? Pre-nerf spike plus Hellion shoes. Oh my god, Hellion shoes and that? It's like a better version of the Galatine pair. Because Galatine pair you need to stack, right? You need to stack for the Galatine pair. Do you need to stack with the spike gauntlet? Because I got deleted with two spike gauntlets. If we look back on the video, let's look back on the video, shall we? Because my positioning was so perfect for those two spike gauntlets. I was literally, if there was a Venn diagram, I was in the middle of it. Let's see. Let me zoom in. I was in the middle of it all. Look at this. Why are they so far out? Oh, this was a Victory Vanguard. Alright, let's look at it. I was literally in the middle of 2 spike gauntlets. Like, my position could have not been more perfect than this. My position... Let's see if I can move frame by frame. Can I move frame by frame? No, I cannot. Cannot move frame by frame, but perfect Venn diagram. 1 frame later, boom. It just got deleted right away. My blink was slower than the delete. It was insane. Two to 3 spike gauntlets and tanks are deleted. Do I send it here or to your Discord? Send it to my Discord and we'll play it probably tomorrow. Or maybe today. You bulk craft in Carolion itself? You bulk craft in Carolion? Not in the hideouts, Mr. Trollo? When I transport, there's 20 gankers, and when I'm trying to kill people, there's only 0 to 3 people. Man, you have to find their timers, man. You have to find the timers of the gankers. They have specific times, actually, the gankers. Because we were ganking as well. We were like heavy gankers in Oblivion. And we have specific times. Is it worth planting or raising anything on my island without premium? No. I mean, you won't have islands if you don't have premium. But if you had premium and now you lost your premium and you still have the island, I don't think it is worth farming without premium. That's just me, because you need to at least try to nurture or use focus on some of them to actually make some silver. So I wouldn't really rely on it. Okay, so this actually is a position that I don't want to be in, but let's... I think I need to take all of this out. And we should have enough. Oh yeah, we have more than enough. Oh, more than enough there, buddy. Alright. Okay, so, sir, let's go to Carolion. Alright. Let's go to Carolion. Oh, by the way, if you guys see this, these were the items that were traded for 8 million silver by one of the... We're the first winner of the scavenger hunt. I say first winner because we still have 92 million silver. So make sure to look for the items. Look for the items. 7 to 8 Filipinos. Players are mostly NA and EU. Okay. Alright, man. Good luck on your season push. And I like this. To be honest, I really like this. Like, you and EQMS, me and Arch, we fight constantly in ZvZs. We fight constantly in ZvZs. And what I like is that, you know, you and I are still people. And we can talk to each other without being so salty, you know? It's what I like. I really like that about some of the players. But again, at the end of the day, it's just a game, right? So I really like that, you know, there's no like drama or toxicity between us, even though we're like fighting almost every day. So yeah, I like it. I really do. Those gankers are your friends. Spike gauntlets. Oh yeah, because isn't the spike gauntlets the weapon where it has more damage to tanks or like to the armor piece that the player is using? It will depend on the armor piece that the enemy is using. Still haven't transported yet. Boy. Boy. I don't play tank. I only play DPS. I'm very limited, guys. When it comes to PvP, I'm very limited. And that's what's good about Albion Online, man. If you focus on one thing, like I focused most of my time to money making, that I am really trash when it comes to 1v1 PvP. Like, I couldn't even save. I can't save myself even if I wanted to, in 1v1 situation. I'm really that bad, but it's okay because you know I'm good at other things. I've focused my attention on other things, so you know that's okay. Okay, still have leather. That's still bars. I don't have bars. Oh, I don't have bars anymore though. Oh, let's see. Maybe they've transported. Let us see. I was getting a little bit of silver from cabbage, but after the rise in price, I stopped. Yeah, there is, I think, a spreadsheet, a calculator on Crafters Work Hard. I believe there is a calculator there for farming, so you may want to look at that and see what is more profitable. Yeah, it's a little profit, huh? He's a pro. The way he calculates, like, make your brain stop. Wait, who are you talking about? Who are you talking about, Mr. Trollo? Pro at calculating. Oh, they have transported. No bars though. RIP. Blanks. Let's see blanks. Also, does anyone know if mercenary laborers journals worth a higher tier? Nah. I mean it's a good added silver for mercenary journals because like just have mercenary journals with you when you're killing mobs, and that's very easy to fill. I wouldn't say it's like the best though, but you can definitely make some extra silver. Not much, but you know, extra silver is extra silver. Wicked Knight about black market bulk crafting. Does he have his own calculator? I would actually would like to learn from him. Bulk crafting is it's very easy to fake bulk crafting though. You just have to be careful with that. But I bet he's a very legit player for sure. Yeah, I'll try to watch his videos. Was that the video where he invested 1 billion and he got back 300 million? Is that the one? I really say the beef into our personal lives, which is really weird sometimes. Yeah, it's really weird, man. I agree 100%. Like for people to have like real life beef over games, and I don't see the point. Honestly, don't see the point. Yeah, it should be all be fun, for fun. You know, sometimes you get killed, sometimes you kill, sometimes you know you get trash talked during ZvZ, and it's okay. I mean, the in my opinion, the players who win gets to trash talk for free. Because they sort of won that right to trash talk, you know? But after the ZvZ, you just let it go. You won the battle, you lost the battle, doesn't really matter. We're just all just playing the game. Oh, not that one? Mr. Trollo, can you send me a Discord message then about the video that you're talking about? Weep crafting. Weeping repeater, you mean? Where does the money from the black market come from? From the game. The game actually buys from the black market. Yeah, if you're new to ZvZs, like, watch some of the videos on YouTube about like claps. I get inspired every time I watch those videos. Okay, let's see here. Okay, there. Okay, see. All right. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Gonna let it show. I'm coming out. You don't have specs? Yeah, it's fame farm. Fame farm is your friend. Just farm some fames. Ooh, someone is trying to undercut significantly. Let's see if it works. That's a significant cut. Oh, this is a significant cut too. 244. All right. Where's the spike? There was a spike yesterday. Yeah, I remember this. All right, let's see where it goes. Again, I won't be Alright, if you see here, I have a buy order or sell order for 244 for fine cloth. And if you scroll down, there's like a lot of these, a lot of cloths here. I will not panic because let's look at this. Yesterday, there were 181,000 cloths sold, 184 the day after that, 190 the day after that. So, it will take its course. I usually give 2 days. So if in 2 days, if tomorrow is still not yet sold, I will place no buy orders. But don't panic, bros. Don't panic, it's organic. Alright, let's see if I have tier 3 blocks. This is the only thing in tier 4 bars. Those are the only things that I need. $8.3 sets and clap in faction warfare yellow zone. That's not worth it, bro. Do some money making methods, man. Like, be consistent with the money making method that you're comfortable with, and eventually you'll get there. Truly, eventually you will get to a point where you have so much silver and be like, you know what? I'm gonna do 8.3 today. Okay, so I don't have tier 4 bars. Alright, so yeah, thank you so much for watching, and to Prince Mast for donating $3. And if you guys want to support the channel, support the website, support the calculator, everything that we do at BernStoneTV Gaming and BernStoneTV.com, if you want to see more calculators, obviously, I worked really hard on these calculators, and if you are benefiting, and if you want me to dedicate more time to these calculators, obviously money is a great factor, but I don't want you to, if you don't want to spend your money donating to the stream or anything like that, you can easily click an ad or two every day, maybe 4 click an ad every hour or so. Every click gets me 10 cents. So maybe every time you use the calculator, maybe click an ad, right? If you use the calculator, you go to this website, every time you go here, click an ad. That is definitely going to help the team or my website, and it will help me a lot. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Your name in the Sky Discord is BernStoneTV. No, it's BernStoneTV. So in Mascara they call me Bern. Some call me Boss Bern, like the ones who were from Pinoy Matigas, because I was the guild leader, and back then calling someone boss was like a sign of respect. But I think they just got used to it because I was a guild leader once for quite some time, and they were just used to calling me Boss Bern. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I appreciate it. I'll be back tomorrow, same time, 14 UTC, or that's 10 a.m. EST. That's 10 p.m. in the Philippines. It's 14 UTC in Albion Online. I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully more refining, more conversations, more questions answered. If you guys have any questions, send me a Discord chat. I'll be more than happy to help you with your money-making journey. I'll be back tomorrow at 14 UTC. Be there, ask your questions. I always enjoy these conversations, guys. And I just do these streams for conversations and giveaways. And starting tomorrow, I'll be hosting. I'll be bringing back daily giveaways. So you may want to join there. All right. But until then, guys, this has been Berner from BernStoneTV.com saying do something you love every single day and be kind to everyone. See you next one. Peace.